welcome back to my video. My name is Asima Sulys Simanjuntak. My ID number 41931111045. I'm a college student from Mathematics Education Study Program 2019 at State University of Medan. Now, I want to explain about the chapter 8. It's about Euclid element. First, I want to explain about the Euclid figure. Euclid is known as the father of geometry, the ancient mathematician who produced monumental works. The work is The Elements. The book became a famous human work and will always be used throughout the ages. Now, The Elements is contained in school textbooks dealing with geometry and number theory. His position in history lies mainly in his great textbook on geometry called The Elements. The book consists of 30 book sections. The significance of the book's The Elements doesn't lie in the statement of personal formulas it makes. Euclid's contribution lies in the way the materials and problems are arranged and their overall formulation in planning the preparation of the book. Euclid was the first person in the world to establish a school of mathematics in Alexandria. In the field of geometry, Euclid gave an important legacy to the world. So, it's not wrong if Euclid is called the father of geometry. The significance of the elements doesn't lie in the statement of personal formulas it makes. Almost all the theories contained in the book have been written before and have also been proven to be true. Euclid's contribution lies in the way the materials and problems are arranged and their overall formulation in planning the preparation of the book. Okay, since the invention of the printing press, the book was immediately published in the thousands of the edition and with various styles. Okay, next I want to explain about the number 2 Euclid's books. Euclid wrote many books as a result of his work. One of Euclid's famous works is his book entitled Stoicheia, or the elements on geometry, which become a textbook used in secondary school around the world for more than 20 centuries. The book consists of 30 volumes. As follows. First, volume 1, the contents start from axioms, definition, and theorems of geometry. There are 48 geometrical theorems in this book. The first 26 propositions concern triangles, including the propositions of the congruent triangle. Theorem 2732 concerns the parallels and the sum of the angle of triangle. The proposition 33 and 48 concerns parallelograms, right triangles, and square and their areas. Theorem 47 is about the Pythagorean theorem, and Theorem 48 is about the inverse of the theorem. Okay, next, book volume 2. It describes the relationship between rectangles and squares. Algebraic properties such as the distributive law P plus Q point L equals to PL plus QL are explained geometrically. A rectangle whose length is P plus Q and breadth is L has an area P plus Q point L. However, this rectangle consists of two rectangles. The first is length P and width L, so the area is PL, while the second is Q length and L wide, so the area is QL. Make your own picture. And so the area of the rectangle is equal to PL plus QL. And next, book volume 3. In this book, there are propositions regarding circles, charts, tangent, and measuring angles. Volume 3 discusses the properties of circles. For the ancient Greeks, the circle was the most perfect plate shapes. One of the properties of the circle discussed in volume 3 is that the tangent to the circle at a point P will be perpendicular to the radius of the circle OP. And next, volume 4. This book discusses geometric painting using Euclid's tools. With Euclid's tools, he draws triangles, pentagons, quads, hexagon, and regular 15s by dividing the arc of the circle, drawing regular and terms. A hexagon is created by first making a regular triangle and pentagon inside a circle, with one of the vertices coincident or P. And next, volume 5. This book contains the basic of Euclid's theory of comparisons regarding comparison made clear so that the part of the discovery of irrational number by the Pythagorean school it can be solved. The ratio of two similar quantities, A and B, both line segments, area, and so on, is the same as the ratio of the same magnitude C and D. If there are positive integers m and n, which are integers so that for m a and b corresponds to mc and d, or a divided by b equals to c divided by d equals to m divided by n. Brooks' theory was later developed by Dedekind and Weierstrass. And next, volume 6. This book examines the concept of the similarity of two planes features, which was known by Pythagoras and his student. For example, two triangles are said to be similar if the ratio of length of the corresponding sides is the same. Two similar triangles of the same size are said to be congruent and congruent. And furthermore, the similarity of two polygons can be checked through the similarity of the triangle that from them. This book also contains the form of similarity which is represented perfectly and homogeneously. And next, book volume 7 until 9. This book discusses number theory, which contains a simple factual basis of Pythagorean number theory, which is now called Euclid's algorithm, which can be known by cross division to be determined to GCF, that's largest guild factor, and KPK or less aliens multiply. In this case, also added evidence regarding the uniqueness of prime factorization into prime factors, calculation of powers and roots, summation of finite geometric series, and proof of the theory of existence on infinite prime numbers. Furthermore, it has been explained in the Pythagorean theorem regarding odd and even numbers. In the book 9, form the postulates regarding the formation of perfect even number, such as 6 equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals to the sum of the factor. If Sn equals to 2 power n minus 1 is prime number, then 2 power n minus 1, and Sn is a perfect number. And next we go to the volume 10. This book is based on previous studies on Theaetetus. The study started with a long research. It is very difficult to be able to see in its entirety because of its impractical form and the ultimate goal of the type of irrational number. And next we go to the volume 11. This book contains some data involving the principle of duality, which applies to straight lines and planes. Next is the most important theorem in trigonometry, and the last is the parallel surface theorem. Next, we go to the volume 12. This book is about calculating volume by comparing a circle to the square of its diameter and a sphere to the cube of its diameter. Then the relationship between the tube and the perpendicular to the cone, all of which is proved in the Euclidean theory. But the most important thing is Euclid suggests the determining the volume of the pyramid. Okay, next we go to the book 13. This book is based on the study by Eudoxus, which explores the facts regarding the completions of general forms in spatial features. Okay, next we go to the number 3, Euclid's influence on mathematics. Euclid's format helps standardize Greek mathematics. The subjects discussed by Euclid include forms, the Pythagorean theorem, equation in algebra, circle, tangent, geometry of space, theory of proportions, prime number, perfect numbers, positive integer, irrational numbers, three-dimensional image, and etc. Euclid left a useful legacy for the development of mathematics. Compilations of the result of the work of previous mathematicians through the book Elements show the common thread that the development of mathematics cannot be separated from the role of Greek thinkers. Criticisms of Euclid actually triggers the emergence of non-Euclideans that complement Euclid's discussion. The shape of the parabola, hyperbola, and ellipse began to get the attentions of mathematicians. The significance of the elements doesn't lie in the statement of personal formulas it makes. Almost all the theories contained in the book have been written before, and have also been proven to be true. Euclid's contribution lies in the way the materials and problems are arranged and their overall formulation in planning the preparation of the book. It should be noted that the book The Element is not only an extension of the strict fields of geometry, but also contains extensive section on algebraic problems and the theory of additions. It is fair to say that Euclid's book was an important factor for the growth of modern science. Okay, I think that's all for me that I can explain about the topic Euclid's element. If I have a mistake, I apologize. I hope I will be better in the next chapter. If there are a critic or suggestion, you can be written them in the comment column. Hopefully, this explanation video is useful for you. Thank you for watching and see you next video.